Design 1.
We had to design a system that will meet the needs of humans to survive on Mars. Our oxygen generator will turn all the carbon dioxide into new oxygen, and that will enable us to breathe on Mars. Our design is called the Multitask 1.0. Its main power source is a set of solar panels that conduct the sun's light and produce solar power. Without solar power, we would be powerless.
Our oxygen walk provides oxygen captivity. It has 2 doors. If one gets jammed, carbon dioxide will not enter the oxygen walk. The oxygen walk is filled with nothing but oxygen. When you open the second door, all the oxygen will enter the main build. The oxygen generator provides that oxygen. The oxygen generator traps the carbon dioxide and turns it all into oxygen, and that's what enables us to breathe. The carbon dioxide is put into a fuel can and runs through a pipe into the generator to renew the oxygen.
Design 2.
Our design is called the Water Machine H2O. Its function is to provide water by melting the ice on Mars.
The Water Machine H2O is separated into 6 main parts. Each part has a different purpose.
The drill on the bottom drills underneath the surface of Mars to dig into the ice.
After this, the armaton, which is the drill's arm, picks up the ice and puts it into the heating machine.
The heat in the heating machine then melts the ice and puts it into the filter. On top of the heating machine is a solar panel. The heating machine's power that needs to be used in the water machine H2O is generated by the solar panels.
After the ice melts into the water, the pipe takes the water to its filter and then flows into the tank. On the side of the tank is a tap so that you can easily access water when you need it.
Water is the key to life on Mars. It grows crops and keeps us hydrated. Maybe in the future, this machine will be used by scientists to form a settlement on Mars.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.
Design 3.
We have to design a system that will meet the needs of the humans to survive on Mars. These needs are food and water. Our design is a vegetation house. This system provides water for the plants to grow successfully, and this will enable people to live on Mars. How our design works is the water from the water tanks go down the water pipes, which then let the H2O come down to the soil/veggie gardens. After that process is finished, the plants then grow after a certain amount of days. We made our vegetation house out of metal because the house will be stronger, so if any accidents happen, the plants will still live and keep growing. We put the window in our vegetation house because the plants can't grow without light, and the window will provide light. We have provided compost bins so the soil will stay healthy, and the more healthy the soil, the more healthy veggies. The water tanks are there to provide water for the plants. Our vegetation house provides water for the plants. The house provides water for the system. Our main need is to provide food for the humans on Mars.
Design 4.
Survival Pack 2.0 is built to help us live on Mars. Survival Pack 2.0 has 4 functions to provide water, oxygen, flora, and shelter. The Survival Pack functions on energy from the sun, also known as solar panels. The key features are the heater under the design, the solar energy, the water tank, the garden, the drill, and the oxygen factory. The criteria we address is it can help with water, food, flora, oxygen, and shelter. The materials needed to make this are bricks and glass. Bricks are used in the structure to protect us from the sun, so we can live above the surface on Mars. Glass is used for the garden and the water tank, because we would like to be able to let the heat in, but not too much of the heat. The piece of machinery will definitely contribute to humans on Mars.
At the bottom of our design, there is a little layer underneath, which is for the water. So how this works is the drill goes under the ground, drills up the ice, puts it above, and then there is another thing where it sucks in the ice. And when the ice is inside, we direct the energy from the solar panels to the heater, and it heats up the ice and melts the ice. The water comes out to the water tank. How it produces oxygen is we have two pipes, a bigger that is lower and a smaller that is high. The bigger and lower sucks in the gases, gives it to the plants, and then the pipe on the inside is another pipe leading to the oxygen factory, which takes the gases out of the garden and into the factory, which turns the two gases, which are hydrogen and carbon dioxide, into oxygen. And the oxygen gets pushed out through the smaller, higher pipe. Then oxygen also spreads through the shelter. Our design, the Survival Pack 2.0, creates flora. How it creates flora is it sucks in the two gases, hydrogen and carbon dioxide, which help the plants grow. It is also placed right above the water tank, so we can get all the water that is needed. We also added in a window system to the shade house it is in, but the shade house is made of glass.
Design 5.
Our design is called the solar-powered factories. These factories are powered by solar panels. The factories will provide oxygen, water, shelter, and food.
This will increase the survival on Mars because it is sustainable for humans. There will be 1 or 2 people controlling the factories at all times to make sure that it is working properly. The space station can contact NASA when we need it to.
The factories can increase our survival by the food, water, oxygen, and shelter. How the oxygen factory works is by sucking in all the carbon dioxide and the monoxide to change all the bad air into good air by the machines. The food and water will help by feeding and will provide water by NASA and by melting the ice on the planet.